Welcome back. In this week in the GDPR versus, we are looking at GDPR versus cybersecurity or information security. Information security and cybersecurity are integral parts of a well-functioning GDPR and data protection program, and the two really do need to be merged together. So what we're going to look at is what is information security and what is cybersecurity, and how you can look to integrate that into your GDPR and data protection and privacy programs. As always, if you find this video useful or you find it interesting, please do give us a like, give us a share, and if there's anything that you'd like us to cover in the future, please feel free to comment down below as well, and we're happy to try and add that into the next piece of the program. But for today, let's get on with the topic in question. So what is cybersecurity and what is information security? For the purposes of this video, we are going to use the term security, and we're going to combine cybersecurity and information security together because it's just easier for the level and time that we've got here today. Cybersecurity in itself is really about the protection of technical assets. It's about antivirus, it's about protecting information assets from cyber attacks, and it's about protecting computer and technology-based systems. Information security is about protecting the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of the information contained within those technology systems and within your networks and within your computers. The two are very often used interchangeably, but they are different things. Generally, your IT department or your information security department will be carrying out both of those tasks, which is why we're going to just refer to them for today as just security, because it makes it a lot easier. So why is effective information security and cybersecurity or security so integral to a good data protection or GDPR privacy framework? Security is a key principle under the regulation, and it's about making sure that your organisation has the appropriate organisational and technical measures to look after the information that you are holding within your organisation. The level of control that you are required to use, or the level that you should be using, really is dependent on the information that you hold, the categories of information, and the risks associated with that information. A key aspect of information security is, as we've already said, defining the confidentiality, integrity, and the availability of that information. Information should be scored in a ranking system to understand what information is the most confidential, what information is going to cause you the most damage if you were to lose it, so what's going to affect your integrity, and what damage losing the availability of that information can have on your organisation. Once you have begun to define those things, you can then start to work out how to protect that information and what level of security you should be using. As many of you will already know, a good data protection and GDPR or privacy program is about having good controls, good processes in place, and it's about making sure that your staff and individuals are trained and are aware of what they need to be doing. Now, this will obviously protect your organisation to a point, but there also comes a point when you need to look at how to protect your organisation from external threats, and that's where the security principle really comes into play, and that's what cybersecurity and information security is really about. It's about that next level. It's about moving away from processes and controls and from being transparent and from being accountable, and it's about demonstrating how you keep the physical security and the information security of your systems and your assets in place. So the two really are linked together, and if you are operating any kind of program, or you're looking at operating a program around your privacy structure, you really need to make sure that you're working closely with your information security team, your CISO, and your IT department to make sure that you're aligned. So how do you affect good security within your organisation? And as we've just mentioned, it's impossible to do that from a data protection perspective if you're not going to liaise with your IT department. Personally, I'm not a technical specialist, I'm a regulatory specialist. I look at legislation, I look at how to embed that into an organisation, and I work on a very people and process basis. I understand technical solutions, but I'm not a technically minded individual. Whenever I'm working within an organisation, I'm always looking to the information security team. I'm always looking to have a good relationship with the CISO, because what you need to be able to do is balance your requirements as a data protection officer and the requirements and things that you need to ensure that information is being protected based on the risk, and you need to level that with the technical controls and the technical support that is available from those departments and from those people that can enact those controls for you. In addition to that, it's also very often the case that information security or cybersecurity tend to have more of a budget than the privacy department. So very often we are looking to the information team or the security team to provide us with the financial support, really, to allow us to enact the controls that we need to do that. So what are the benefits of having good security controls in place within your organisation? Well, the obvious thing, as we always say, is that you're going to be compliant with the GDPR. It is a fundamental principle that an organisation has to have good organisational and technical controls in place within their organisation. So that's number one. Number two is it's obviously going to reduce your risk profile. So it's going to protect the information that you've got, and it's going to make your company less susceptible to attacks and less susceptible to information loss, which is obviously going to protect your reputation and save you from any regulatory action should something go wrong. Of course, other benefits include just best practice, so making sure that your organisation is safe, and it also allows you to demonstrate that the controls and processes that you have in place are backed up by technical solutions that mean if somebody does manage to make their way into your organisation, you should be able to protect different parts of your network, and even in some areas you will be able to encrypt information so that in the event that information does get lost or stolen, or you are hacked or breached, then the information is not going to be at risk, and the availability and the confidentiality and the integrity of that information is going to remain intact. As always, we have covered off stuff in a very short space of time, so there is a lot more information that we can go into. If you do have any questions about what we've talked about today, or you're interested in knowing more about how a good security program can benefit your organisation, then please do get in touch. You'll see the website for iSTORM Solutions down the bottom of the page. You'll also catch my email address at the end of this video. If you do have any questions, please do give us a call and one of the team would be more than happy to assist you. Other than that, we look forward to speaking to you again next week. Thanks very much.